You're right next to the window.
Great.
First time going to Bermuda?
No, actually, I've been there before.
Oh, and you're going back alone. I always think of Bermuda as an island for lovers.
No, I'm traveling with a friend.
Great.
Yeah.
I mean, two guys will have a wonderful time there.
Well, actually, he's...
Excuse me, I'll be back in a minute.
I'm not sure about this trip. Somehow, Sheridan, I think that you'd want me to go. Well, I miss you, though. Does it win too much for you?
No, I'm fine. In fact, I feel great. So how about I go down below and fix us something to eat?
No, you forget it. You almost drowned tonight. The only thing that you're gonna do is rest.
Oh, come on. You need to eat.
Hey.
Whoa.
Case closed. You are gonna stay right here where I can keep an eye on you, okay?
Honey, this is nuts. I don't mind giving my statement to Sam about my whereabouts the night of Julian's murder, but why would he want one from you?
Oh, honey, it's just a formality. It's like Sam said, they need an affidavit from everyone who could be a suspect.
Which counts you out. You barely knew Julian. Honey, your name wouldn't be on the list if it wasn't for me. This is all my fault.
Oh, honey, now stop it. Really, it's not a big deal.
No? Baby, you have barely said a word to me all night. Now, if it's not about the murder case, then what is it?
I'm worried about those DNA test results coming back, because I think it is going to kill Grace to find out that John isn't really her son.
You say that like you believe it. Since when?
I had a really great time tonight, Charity. I'll see you tomorrow.
Is she? Miguel always gets her home by curfew. Oh my gosh, guys! I'm so sorry. I didn't know that you guys were out here.
Don't worry about it. We were just saying goodnight. It's really great having the old Charity back.
Well, to be totally honest, I owe it to Kay. Her unwavering loyalty is what made me realize what's important in life. Thank you, Kay.
Welcome.
You'll come inside for a little, right?
I wish I could, but I should hit the road. I want to catch Teresa before she goes to bed.
Like you didn't know we were in a major lip lock out here. Look, I'm warning you. You better stay away from him. Or what?
Hey, girls. What's going on out here?
Oh, Jimmy's dogs are killing him.
Not at all surprised. What with all your running around town trying to save the world from zombie Charity.
Jimmy's not trying to save the world, just the real Charity. If Tabby hadn't burnt the book of spells.
It had to be done, Timmy. That's all I'm going to say on the matter. Now let's try and salvage the rest of the evening, shall we? Without any more interruptions from anyone or anything.
Jimmy can't relax. Wait, his precious Charity is still in peril. He promised he'd rescue her, and now he can't.
There is no other way, Timmy.
Timmy still doesn't understand. Tabby told Timmy, that the Book of Spells is their most prized possession. And Timmy knows Tabby cares about him, but she couldn't love him more than the Book of Spells.
Listen, I burned it to a crisp. Never mind why, it's gone forever. And that's that.
I would hold the hand of the one who could lead me places, and kiss the lips of the one who could sing so sweet. And I would fly on the wings of a bird I knew could take me high as breathe in, breathe out. You keep me alive. You are the fire burning inside of me. You are my passion for life.
I'm trying to move on with my life, Sheridan. I'm just not sure I can.
May I get you something to drink?
Not now. Maybe after takeoff.
Where's your friend? What's taking him so long to board?
Well, actually, he's a she. And there she is.
I'm sorry. Lucky you.
I hope so.
Let me at least go make you a cup of coffee. I'll be fine down below.
I am not going to argue with you. You're going to sit right here where I can see.
It's nice to have someone watch over me. I just don't want to be a pain.
Trust me, that is the last thing that you are. Besides, it's been a long time since I had someone to care about this way. I mean, if I ever have. Right now, the only thing that I want to do is just enjoy the scenery.
Okay, I'm waiting. What's going on?
Nothing. Well, Miguel just dropped me off, and then Kay and I were just coming inside.
I thought I heard raised voices.
Hey, Cherry. Glad you're here. Grace and I have been working on the final details for your party.
Oh, this is so sweet of you to do this for me.
Don't be silly, sweetie. I mean, it's not every day that one of our girls turns 18. And you know we consider you to be a daughter.
Thank you. Thank you. It means so much to me.
So, do you have any ideas you want to throw in the mix? I was gonna...
No, sure don't. Oh, actually, I want it to be a surprise. Please. Well, I have so much homework to do, I'm kind of tired, so I'm gonna go to bed, okay?
Okay. Good night.
Night, sweetie.
Bye.
Well, come on. You gotta have some kind of idea or something for your cousin's big day. It's her 18th birthday.
Not a one. And you know what? I'm actually kind of tired, too, so... Good night, Dad.
Honey, I don't know what you're worried about. The girls seem to be getting along fine to me.
I've just never known Kay to go to bed this early without kicking up some kind of fuss.
Maybe she's really tired.
Yeah, maybe.
You think she's still jealous of Charity because of Miguel?
Look, Sam, I know she is. She finally admitted to me that she wished Miguel was her boyfriend.
Oh, she can't be too happy that they got back together.
No, she's not. I just hope she doesn't take it out on sweet, innocent Charity.
What? You don't get to just walk away from me like that. We weren't finished talking yet.
Well, like I told your folks, I'm tired.
Zombies don't get tired. You're up to something, and I want to know what.
The fact that I'm well on my way to a hot night with Miguel isn't enough information?
I'm warning you, stay away from him. The only reason I brought you here in the first place was so that I could be with him.
That's the way the cookie crumbles, cousin. Find something your own speed. Say Reese?
No! I'm in love with Miguel, okay? I always have been and I always will be. And I don't care what you say, I am going to get rid of you the exact same way I brought you here. I'm going to find the Book of Spells and tap this attic.
That book. Well, go ahead. Find the book. chant the spell to make me disappear. Go ahead, Kay. What you waiting for?
I can't believe we're going to Bermuda.
We're gonna have a great time.
You really think so?
Yes. Now, how can we not? We're going to a beautiful island with wonderful people, and I'm going with someone I really care about.
Thanks. But I meant what I told you, when you first asked me. I know that returning to the island where you lost Sheridan has to be so difficult. So, I understand if you want to change your mind. It's still not too late.
No. All right? There's no way I'm getting off this plane till it lands in Hamilton. I can't hang on to Sheridan's ghost forever.
Well, as long as you're sure. I'm so sorry about the way it happened, Luis, but I won't lie to you. I always hoped that I'd get another chance with you.
The captain has advised me that we're ready for takeoff. Passengers are requested to return to their seats, fasten their seatbelts, and place their food trays in the upright position.
Won't be long now. We should make land soon.
I can't wait.
Yeah, me neither. I keep thinking about what you said earlier. About us having some connection in a previous lifetime.
You must think I'm crazy to believe in past lives.
Whatever I think, I like the way the Titanic story ended. You, me, lots of kids living happily ever after. Sounds good.
It does sound good, doesn't it? All I know is that something tells me this is going to be a great trip to Bermuda. I know that nothing's ever going to be the same after this. So tell me more about this Bermuda Pavilions resort where we're staying.
It's nice. It's really nice. It's right on the beach. I guess that's why so many honeymooners go there.
Sounds romantic. Wait a minute. Do we have 1 or 2 rooms?
Why does it make a difference?
Well, I just meant that you know how I feel about you, and even though I think we were married in a past life, we're not exactly there in this one just yet.
Don't worry. I would never push you into anything that I don't think you're ready for. And yes, we have 2 rooms. We'll see how things go when we get there.
Thank you. Thank you for always knowing exactly what I need.
Eve, when did you start believing that I was right about John not being Grace's son?
Well, I can't pinpoint the exact
You
day.
know, it's not like I want it to be true. I mean, I know how much it's gonna hurt Grace. I just wished I never said anything.
I'm pretty sure it wouldn't have changed anything.
You're probably right. But Rebecca seems more convinced than I am that David is working for Ivy. And when you think about it, it all tracks. I mean, this whole first husband story is just another ploy by Ivy to try to bring trouble to Sam and Grace. Do the Cranes ever give up?
I don't think so.
When will the DNA test be in?
Oh, any time now.
That's good. One way or another, this whole dirty mess is going to be out in the open. I'm going to go ahead and pay this bill.
God, if only TC.
Those DNA tests have got to be altered. Everyone has to believe that John is Grace's son.
I won't do it, Ivy. I'm not going to do anything to hurt Sam and Grace.
Well, how noble of you, Eve. Unfortunately, you have no choice.
You can't force me.
Oh. Need I remind you of what I can do to you if you refuse? I will tell TC all about your sordid affair with Julian. About the baby you had with Julian. The baby that died, most likely because of your drug use.
Dr. Russell.
Ivy. care what you tell TC. I am not going to tamper with that DNA evidence. I don't care what you do to me. Oh, God, help me be strong.
Sweetheart, what's wrong? Who are you arguing with?
Listen. Don't worry about Kay. As difficult as it must be for her, I'm sure she accepts that Miguel loves Charity and not her.
I hope you're right.
Come on, let's finish this guest list.
You got David and John on there?
Honey, I thought we were
Sam,
going to
I don't want to hear it.
close friends.
Okay? Because I know how you feel about David. It's just, John is my son, and I know he would like to have his father there. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And I really appreciate how you've been through this whole thing. It's just, God, what if I'm just being foolish, taking David's word that John is my son?
Well, this is one of those times where I hope that I'm wrong. For your sake.
But what if you're right? What if my grief over my miscarriage has made me blind to see what everyone else seems to? And what if I'm so desperate to fill that void of that child that I just take David's word for granted that John is my son? I mean, just on his say-so. I mean, that's what you think I've done, right?
What I think is that you actually believe in your heart John is your son.
That's okay, and Charity.
I will too make you disappear.
I warned you, Kay. You're way out of your league. You don't want to tangle with me, Kay. You really don't.
What in God's name is going on here?
To us, in Bermuda.
To our future. Huh. What's the matter?
I don't quite know how to ask this.
Well, come on, Beth. We've known each other since high school. How bad can it be?
No, it's not bad, exactly. Are we gonna be getting 1 or 2 rooms when we get to the resort?
Oh. You know, I never even thought about it.
I mean, I assume that the prize you won only covers 1 room, and I know how expensive this
Well,
place is, so...
Beth, just don't worry about what it costs, all right? We'll ask for 2 rooms when we check in. The last thing that I want is for you to feel uncomfortable.
Well, it wasn't really me I was worried about, Luis.
Right. Well, why don't we just take the weekend one step at a time and we'll see where it takes us.
Where do you think it's going?
Probably Bermuda, just like us.
Ever think what the people are like on the planes passing overhead?
Like how?
What they look like? Where they're going? Why they're going where they're going?
No, I can't say that I have. I don't do you think about things like that very often.
Time these days. I guess it's because I lost my memory, so it's kind of fun guessing what other people's lives are like.
So you're thinking that maybe there's a notorious jewel thief on there? Hmm?
Could be.
Well, I think there is. And I think he just made a big score at Cartier in New York, and he's on his way to Bermuda to fence his goods.
You're not bad at this for a beginner. And in the seat behind him is a beautiful young girl. But she's nervous about her trip to Bermuda.
Oh yeah, why is that?
Well, because she hasn't laid eyes on her first love in years. They fell wildly in love in high school when she was crowned the homecoming princess. But life tore them apart. And she just recently tracked him down on the internet. He's been living in Bermuda for years.
I see.
Yeah. And she's just hoping, praying that he'll be there when she lands. And then who knows? Maybe they can pick up where they left off.
Well, I hope that he is. I just want her to be there.
Oh, it's just one of my patients from the hospital.
But Eve, you seem upset.
Well, she's very difficult, and she doesn't take anyone's advice.
Well, what about?
She's keeping something important from her husband.
Well, she's got herself the right doctor. And I'm sure you told her whatever it is, she has to be honest with her husband. Because that's what marriage is built on. Trust and honesty. Yes. Honey, enough about everyone else. Even if they are your patients. You need to concentrate on yourself. You seem so sad lately.
Do I?
Baby, you're acting like you lost your best friend. Trust me, you haven't. Now, I happen to know the guy, and he is head over heels in love with you as much as he was on the day that he married you.
I love you, TC. No matter whatever happens, just always remember how much I love you.
And I love you too.
I want an explanation right now.
Oh, well, Kay and I were just having a little pillow fight. Do you see? Yeah. Dad, we're just having some fun. Oh.
Well, you know what? It sure doesn't look like it.
Yeah, it looks like you guys are trying to kill each other.
Oh, no. Me and Kay, we would never hurt each other in a billion years. She's about the best friend I've ever had.
Well, it's really good to hear that. But I would appreciate it if you guys would keep it down.
No problem.
No more noise the rest of the night, right?
Sorry, Dad.
For the last time, stay away from Miguel.
I'm on condition. You stop trying to make me disappear.
I'm not making any promises to you.
Oh, okay, well, then neither am I. And I'm gonna promise Miguel a night of hot passion that he'll never forget.
I can't wait to go shopping at Trimmingham's. They say it's one of the best department stores in the world.
Wow, sounds great.
Hey, and look at this. They rent sailboats by the day at our resort. Hey, maybe we could take one out and have a picnic somewhere.
This is so beautiful.
You happy?
Yes, I've never been happier in my life. With the man I love, far away from everything and everyone. I hope this day never ends.
Good, because I hope it lasts forever too. Mwah.
The captain and crew hope you've enjoyed your flight. We're about to begin our final approach to Bermuda.
We're almost there. I can't wait to see Bermuda.
You mean you can't wait for Bermuda to see you?
Yeah, you're right. It's a much bigger island than St. Lisa's, so my chances of getting recognized are a lot better.
Only if you've been there before.
You really don't want me to get my hopes up too high, do you?
I just hate to see you suffer another disappointment.
So would I. But I can't give up, Brian. I have to keep hoping that somehow, some way, I can find out who I am and where I come from. You understand that, don't you?
Yeah, you know I do.
Maybe I'll just call to say goodnight.
Okay, fine. I won't try to get rid of you anymore. But only if you give me your word that you will not try to seduce Miguel.
Fine. He's cute, but I'll live.
Good. As long as we understand each other.
Idiot. Imagine believing one word out of a zombie's mouth.
As if I'm gonna keep a promise to a demon from hell. I'm gonna get rid of that trash right now.
I do not buy the girl's story about having a pillow fight.
Oh, come on, honey, they're cousins. Whatever else is going on, I believe Charity. They wouldn't hurt each other. Hey, come on in.
We can't stay long.
Yeah, we fought over these statements that you wanted. Still can't believe you consider Eve a suspect in Julian's murder.
Take it easy, honey. Sam's just doing his job.
Well, do you have enough time to stay for a beer?
Yeah.
So how you doing, Eve?
Can't you tell, Grace? I'm about to explode from all the secrets I'm keeping from my husband.
A secret about Julian.
I think I'm gonna tell him, Grace. I think I'm gonna tell TC everything.
Well, that's quite a switch for you, Eve. I mean, you've been so adamant about him not knowing.
Oh, he's gonna find out anyway.
Well, how? I mean, how would he find out? Julian's dead. I'm not gonna tell him. How else would he find out?
Thanks. You know, Sammy, why don't you save yourself some time and the taxpayers' money and take Eve's name off your suspect list? You know she didn't do it.
Yeah, that's exactly what she said about you.
That's my girl. Always in my corner. I know why you consider me your prime suspect. If you hadn't stopped me, I would have strangled Julian to death that same night with my bare hands.
You'd just seen the proof that he ended your tennis career and walked away without taking any blame.
You think I did it?
Tell you the truth, I don't know what to think about a lot of things these days.
You're still worried about Grace and DNA test, aren't you?
On the one hand, I want her to see proof that John isn't her son by David and expose this guy for the fraud that he is. At the same time, Grace adores John ever since she met him. I hate to think what would happen if she finds out that he's not her biological son.
That's a tough one. Wanting to find out the truth. But at the same time, you don't want to hurt the woman that you love.
What are you keeping from me, Eve?
You never know when the past is gonna come around and bite you.
You know what? I think you worry too much. Just take off your coat. Relax. I'll fix us a snack. Okay?
Oh, if only it were that simple, Grace. Yes. Ivy, didn't I tell you to leave me alone? Forget it. I am not gonna lie and deceive my best friend anymore. Grace is far too decent a person for that. Now just leave me alone.
Sorry about the shortage of rooms. I'll let you know if and when we get a cancellation. Anything else you need, just give the front desk a call.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Enjoy your stay at the Bermuda Pavilion.
Thank you. What do you say we grab a drink at the bar before we go to the room, huh?
That'd be great.
Hello. I have a reservation for 2 rooms.
Actually, sir, there's only one room under this name. It's one of our nicest, though, room 229.
Well, there must be some kind of mistake because we emailed that we needed to add an extra room.
I'm truly sorry, sir, but there's no record of it in the computer. We'd be more than happy to accommodate you, but we're booked solid for the Mortician Convention, and they're a pretty rigid group of folks, if you know what I mean. I'm afraid it's going to be the one room or none at all.
Is that the hospital? Yes, that was the hospital, and they said they're not going to be able to get the results to us till tomorrow morning.
Morning. You know, I've already waited long enough to prove I'm right about John being my son.
What's wrong, honey?
I just told Grace that the hospital won't have the results for us till tomorrow morning.
But can't you just call them back and tell them you need the results tonight?
Oh, well, what's one night? You know, we've got a lifetime of saying goodnight to each other ahead of us.
Okay, such a loser. Book of Spells is up in smoke, so there's no way she's getting rid of me now. Or stopping me from sapping the life out of her lover, boy Miguel. Oh, I do love the irony. Miguel's first night of love will also be his funeral. Well, so much to do and so little time.
Timmy thinks it's time to call the night.
Oh, yes. I'm right behind you, lad. Oh, no!
What?
Look. There goes Zombie Charity.
Where's she going at this hour?
Well, I couldn't swear to it. It looks as if she's going to pay a surprise visit to young Miguel.
What could they possibly do at this hour? Oh no! Not that!
Well, she said she was going to seduce him. Maybe tonight's the night.
But if Miguel falls for it, he'll die. Because she's a demon from hell. Princess has to save him.
Nothing we can do, lad. It's out of our hands. Who could that be? Okay, dear. What are you doing up at this time?
Tabitha, you have a book I need to see.
A book?
Yeah, it's a book of spells. It's like for witches or something. I don't know where you got it, but...
Oh, you mean that silly book? Oh, that was a gag gift from an old boyfriend of mine. I idea where it is now, though.
Oh no. I really, really need it.
Sorry, dear. Well, I'll give you a call if I come across it.
The Bermuda Pavilion deeply regrets any inconvenience that we may have caused you. Perhaps we can make it up to you by inviting you to be our guest for dinner in our fine French restaurant.
You know, it's not that. Can you give us a second? So what do you think? I mean, we could try to find another hotel if you want.
It's okay. It's not as though I don't trust you enough to spend a few nights in the same room with you. It's not a problem.
As long as you're okay with it. Fine. We'll take the one room.
Very good, sir.
All right. Thank you. I told you it was nice.
It's not that. There's something about this place that's... it's almost familiar.
What's up, Billy?
Oh, nothing. Nothing at all. Except I just saw a ghost.
Can you hold that elevator, please?